welcome to your new summer job. I'm here to talk to you some of the things that you can expect to see in your first week here and help get started this new and exciting career path. You actually are first going to work at this location, but this job should be fairly easy. Nothing really goes on during the night except for robbery, pranks, and etc. But we really haven't experienced any of those things. But to be aware, the animatronics do walk around at night and during the day to keep your servers from locking out. So don't worry about the place as haunted. Now that being said, if you're ever trying to find where the people are, they pretty much want to entertain you. You know, they don't want to hurt you. Also, you have 2 things to maintain. Well, more likely 3. You have flashlight, power, and the mask is toxic, so you don't wear that for too long. So that's also one thing to maintain is your oxygen. I don't think you also want the place going dark. Also, that being said, please keep the power generated at all times. They currently cannot afford proper power just yet. Now, to welcome you to this job, we gave you an empty Freddy head, but during development of the building, I think some dust and other toxic type things may have gotten into it. So I don't think it's a good idea to wear it for too long. Well, I think that's it. You should be golden. Check the lights, make sure nobody gets in, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Hello? Hello? See, I told you your first night wouldn't be a problem. By now you might have noticed the music box in one of the party rooms. That is brand new. They just moved into the building 3 days ago. That is a replacement for the gift-giving animatronic that we used to have here. He kept the kids happy until one day a kid came and tore him apart. But he is stored in the basement, so he shouldn't be able to wander around. And the part that scares me about the puppet thing, it can go anywhere. So to prevent that, just wind up the music box, and it should hold in place for about a few seconds. The animatronics have been also acting really strange lately. The CEO assumed there was a glitch in the system. They don't know how badly the glitch is or what it can exactly cause yet. But I'll update you whenever they find out. Don't worry. Before they even opened up the place, they had a yellow suit instead of a brown one. The yellow one was supposed to be Freddy. But you can see dust marks so very easily on the yellow one. So the CEO switched it to a brown one, and the yellow suit happens to be right in the storage basement. I'll be honest, I think the CEO has OCD or something. Anyways, that's his problem. I'll let you go back to work. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Hello. Hey there. Did you receive the memo? In case you didn't, we just got the new animatronics from the CEO sent us yesterday. These animatronics are manufactured by one of the finest robotic companies out there. They walk around at day. Speaking of, look at what we found lying around in the back. Cameras! They're pretty damn old though, so the colors that you see in the camera would be dark. Also, these animatronics aren't allowed to be turned off. The engineers that we met yesterday said that turning the robots off would make the metal rusty, causing them to collapse. Yeah, you have to keep track of them wherever they go. You can close the door shut if you see them coming through your office. These doors are special and do require a lot of power. I think it's because the door is powered by some kind of piston system, and it keeps pressing itself down to keep the animatronics from pulling the door. Not to worry though, you can recharge it by opening the charging panel. The charging panel can be found at the right side of the room. Use this to take the power from our generator and transfer it to the building power, which is used by our doors and cameras. The charging panel also allows you to seal the vents on party room 1 and party room 2. In case one of the animatronics there decides to climb through the vents, now the rest of the animatronics may use the elevator to go down. You can control where the elevator is by the camera. Just switch over to Cam 14 and you can control the elevator there. Now, we also received an unused animatronic that came along with the other ones. Now that animatronic ignores the doors. It can climb through walls and ceilings. To stop him from getting away, go over camera 11 and click on a wire, and when it goes red, the red colour means the wire is being broken. Click on the wire to accept it remotely through the cameras. I think that's it. You should be safe. Check the cameras, check the light in front of you, and you should be okay. Alright, have a good night, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Hello? Hello? Hey, congrats night 2. By now you may have noticed a box full of parts in your office. Yeah, that came from the auction last week. They were bought from this place called Fazbear's Scam, or something like that. We were busy unpacking and building the animatronics, and we didn't have the time to lift the boxes of spare parts in your office to the parts service room. Yeah, those parts are pretty out. Speak of old, Johnny ever leave the main stage? Probably not. John is the most special animatronic as you can probably tell. He is the oldest designed character of all of them too. yeah, he's the most memorable when it comes to children. I want to remind you about the usage of the air vents and the elevator. You don't really need to keep them sealed. Hey, here's an advice. Seal them when you're too busy fixing cabinet ropes. That should work well with the elevator too. Alright, talk to you soon.
Hello and welcome to your new job at the spooky haunty place where animatronics roam around the shoving suits, etc. Just kidding. Those things are wired up and can't move around, like how they were fabled to back in the day. In fact, you're sitting in the original Freddy Fazbear's Pizza right now. Is that neat? The owners of this location sold the property to Fun Frights Incorporated while they're looking for a place to build their new attractions. So what a coincidence that the old pizza place was here. How perfect for an old creepy restaurant to be in this exact area. The land was very cheap too. I mean, the building was so messed up that they had to either destroy it or attempt to renovate it. Of course, they were going bankrupt, so they decided to try selling it, leading to where you currently are. Speaking of the building being in poor condition, we've had to work in renovating parts of it already. Almost everything is complete, but the power died shortly after we started renovating. We've resorted to using a generator, so make sure you don't run out of generator energy. If you do, just try to find a flashlight or something. It's looking pretty spooky in there, so good luck with that. Oh man. Oh yeah. I guess I have to read the safety packet to you. Alright. Welcome to Fredbear's Fright, the latest and greatest horror attraction featuring actual relics from the original diners, where mysteries about the events were tragic but not certain.
You have one new message.
Hi, hello. I'm the junior manager here at the restaurant. I'm supposed to walk you through the job as our new security guard. From your resume, I can tell that you're already a well-experienced guard. But, it's protocol, so I have to walk you through the basics anyway. So, let's get started. We have security cameras all around the restaurant, and if you bring up the camera panel, you'll be able to view the feed from each camera by pressing the camera buttons on the minimap. Now, our lights are always off during the night, obviously because it'd be a waste of power to leave them on all night. So to actually see something on the cameras, you can activate the camera system's night vision mode. You activate night vision by clicking on the button of whatever camera you're currently viewing. So for example, say you want to see what's on camera 1. bring up the camera panel, you click on the button that says Cam 01, and then to use night vision, you click on Cam 01 again. Once night vision is activated, you can click on any of the other cameras and view them with night vision as well. And you turn it off the same way you turn it on. Now, night vision takes more power than regular vision, so make sure you use it sparingly. Your first priority as a security guard here is to keep an eye on the animatronics. Those are really expensive machines, and we do not want them stolen. And you keep an eye on them through the cameras. We have quite a few animatronics here at Candy's. There's of course the cats Candy and Cindy. There's Chester the chimpanzee. There's the penguins. Just lots, I tell you. So you also have 3 security doors in your office, each of which can be closed by pressing the door button by each door. These are here in case you're in some sort of danger, but personally I just use them to shut myself off from the world when I need a break. But don't let me be your role model on that one. You need to remember that closing these doors takes power, and the longer they're closed, the more power they bring. Now, I know that sounds kind of backwards, but you have to trust me on that one. I think it's something about the doors having an automatic fail-safe feature in case the power gets cut off, so they open up if there's no more power. All I know for sure is that they do use more and more power the longer they're closed, so you don't want to keep them closed for too long at a time. Now, the reason I keep mentioning power is because the restaurant uses a backup power generator at night, which only has a certain amount of juice in it. So anything from viewing the cameras to using the security doors takes power. You can see how much power you have left on the computer on the desk in front of you. Try not to run out of power. If you do, though, you won't be stuck in the office since the doors will always open up anyway. Oh, and one last thing. The animatronics aren't completely turned off at night, so they might start walking around. But just be careful not to let any of them into the office, because we have stuff in there we don't want damaged or anything. Though, don't bother with the ticket booth door. They won't attempt to get in through there. That should be all. You'll hear from me again on your next shift. Have a good night.
Ring around the rosy.
Hello? Hello? See, I told you your first night wouldn't be a problem. By now you might have noticed the music box in one of the party rooms. That is brand new. They just moved into the building 3 days ago. That is a replacement for the gift-giving animatronic that we used to have here. He kept the kids happy until one day a kid came and tore him apart. But he is stored in the basement, so he shouldn't be able to wander around. And the part that scares me about the puppet thing, it can go anywhere. So to prevent that, just wind up the music box and it should hold in place for about a few seconds. The animatronics have been also acting really strange lately. The CEO assumed there was a glitch in the system. They don't know how badly the glitch is or what it can exactly cause yet. But I'll update you whenever they find out. Don't worry. Before they even opened up the place, they had a yellow suit instead of a brown one. The yellow one was supposed to be Freddy, but you can see dust marks so very easily on the yellow one. So the CEO switched it to a brown one, and the yellow suit happened to be right in the storage basement. I'll be honest, I think the CEO has OCD or something. Anyways, that's his problem. I'll let you go back to work. Have a good night, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Problems about that gift.
Hello? Hello? Hey there. You must be the new night guard. I'm Knuckles the Echidna, and I'll be your guide through the week. Welcome to the new and improved Sonic's Hero Pizza Palace. I personally think that's a bit of a silly name, but whatever. So here's the thing about working here. Normally, you work as a security for crimes and stuff like that, but here, the only thing you have to watch is the animatronics. Now, these animatronics are the entertainment during the day, and the walk around and entertain kids. They even have advanced mobility. Although to prevent them from breaking down due to underuse, they are still active during the night. Because of the lack of sound, they try to find people to entertain, and the only thing in the building is you. Although if they see you during these hours, they'll think you're an endoskeleton that belongs to a suit. The problem is that that's against the rules. So to keep the rules in check, they stuff all endoskeletons into suits so that nothing's out. But inside the suits are lots of wires and animatronic devices, which means if you get stuffed into one, well, you kinda can't live like that for long. But don't worry, even though there's no doors to close, we've given you an empty Sonic mask thingy. This thing will protect you by tricking the animatronics into thinking you're a full suit instead. So put it on when they see you, and put it on as fast as you can. Also, there's a music box in the prize corner camera. You want to wind that up. Don't let it go all the way down. Just don't. Alright then, good night.